welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game to decide it all. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's Great Sports Day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had on their card just even a couple of weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. And I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
On the ground, the goal with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard. Back to the ground.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 6. To the air is Manning. That's taken in by Thomas. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Denver first down. They go play action with Madden. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this defense, they have come to play here. They're starting this game physical, flying to the ball. They are defending every blade of grass, and they're letting these guys know early on, if you come in our area, you better be ready to play through contact.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
On third down, it's Madden. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On the play fake, here's Manning. Going right, it's taken in. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Second and inches. To throw, it's Manning. Got a man here, complete. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with first and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Throwing now, Manning. This one caught at the 4. And he will score! Touchdown, Broncos. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Broncos are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Brown now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Broncos offense and running back Rashad White ready for this next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Manning. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Manning. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Panthers offense ready for their 2nd possession. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They send a receiver in motion left. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Down the sideline, past the 45. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Open man down the field, and there's Olsen. He's still got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards.
I think that's just a coverage bust defensively, Mike. Somehow they lost track of the big tight end as he's getting vertical. By the time they realize it, he's already in position to make the play. Big time pitch and catch brings up 1st and goal.
Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Madden gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Broncos.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Looking to throw is Manning. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play here in the big game. It's a gain of 34. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw is Manning. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. The Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Broncos 14, Panthers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Second and 11. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Broncos with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. 3rd and long, as we are ready to get back underway. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Broncos offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing to begin this drive is Madden. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now it's McManus for the point after. His kick is good, and the Broncos will take a 21-7 lead.
Panthers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running right. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
They'll stay on the ground. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
The Broncos offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 4. To the air is Manning. The throw here is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Down inside the 40-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 39 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage.
And he's in! Rashad White, touchdown Denver. This defense continuing to give up points Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
No problem there on the extra point. Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back set to go once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry, and they'll start it here on first down. Now a give on the ground, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Offense. Still 2nd down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the right side and caught by Olsen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a Panther first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. It's a Carolina first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal.
They came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The extra point is good. Panthers are able to edge a bit closer. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense and running back Rashad White ready for this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Manning. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
To throw, it's Manning. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Denver. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
McManus on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Broncos are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Man in motion is Brown. He'll drop to throw. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. Then he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's 2 catches on this drive, this one for 23 yards.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. That's taken in by the tight end, Olsen. And he'll take this one in. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Gano on to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. He's closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. We haven't hit halftime yet. A definite storyline to follow closely. Maybe adds to it here as they embark on this next drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. That is caught out wide on the RPO. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Second down, they need 7. Here's Manning. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Now Manning. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now, Manning gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Manning. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of a halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half.
Come on, 3 more points. Make that kick. Right through the uprights. You can do it.
Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. He fields it at the 8. Whoa! He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
What can they do here on third down and 7? They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Broncos offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Up the middle they go. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 29, here's second and 7. Looking to throw is Manning. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
As you could probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to set a reminder. Next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines.
And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it fourth down.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Brings up second and
9. Right side, brought in by Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
first and 10.
23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Panther first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll try to run for it. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
2nd and 7. They'll send a tight end in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Panthers. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now, Cano for the extra point. The kick is good. Panthers back within 7. It's 35-28. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Manning. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one, returnable. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. There's a short one caught by Olsen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. A pickup of 14 on that ball. It's a Carolina 1st down.
And the Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line, and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 5.
So throughout the course of the game now, we've seen this big tight end really have his way with the defense. But I think now after that play, the big hit, the forced incompletion, at least now there's a message being sent. As he gets back in the huddle, he's going to get a lot more opportunities, but just know there's going to be contact every time that ball's thrown your way. Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So, Dave Canales will bring in the field goal unit. Gano's kick is good. And the Panthers will cut the lead down to 4. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, anytime you dial up a draw, Mike, you have the defensive line and the linebackers accounted for. Who you don't have is any of the secondary defenders. It's a perfectly timed secondary safety blitz. He's able to get in the backfield and stop this play before it even had a chance to get started.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Madden. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Start on the ground, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. play coming up. This is third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Going right, it's taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
On 3rd down, it's Manning. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the 1st down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your 1st foot down, drag the 2nd. That's how they teach it, and just can't quite get it done.
The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. He finds some room across the 25. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and inches. Now a toss play, running left. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Man in motion is Brown. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 10. Brown, right side, complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Carolina. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He gets it to go, and the Panthers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
We need these points! Get 3 points on the board! And make that the sleep!
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. Run on first down. Up the sideline to the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Madden. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
It's 2nd down.
Two minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. A gain of 26, and it sets up 1st and goal. Now, 1st and goal. He'll run. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Manning. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Madden. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Makes the score Broncos 42, Panthers 38.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh! He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
24-yard line.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
To the right side here, pass is caught, and this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now, a big 3rd down. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
I I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Back to the air one more time. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. And the Broncos have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike.